of the overall rosters, I don't have them in front of me, but we just went over all of them just now. Is it safe to say Raw got the stronger roster? I don't want to say SmackDown got swept. And we say this every year, Raw gets the better roster, which it typically does. But like this roster is not just like, it's not just like '08 stacked with star power. Like in '08 they had Cena, Batista, Michaels, Jericho, Punk. They had just a ridiculous roster back then. This isn't stacked with star power necessarily, but it does have a lot of people that are going to go in there and beat the shit out of each other and have great matches. Like I'm talking Braun Breaker, Dijak, we have Strowman, but whatever. Ilya Dragunov, Gunther, Sheamus, Drew, Punk, Rollins. I mean, these are some, not blue chippers, but some real, amazing assets to your show. So, do you think Raw got the stronger of the two shows? I feel like it did.
Raw got the better men. SmackDown got the better women.
Yep.
I think SmackDown probably still has more star power overall.
You think so?
Even if you count the champions. If you count the champions, I'd say so still.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, I think definitely the men. I think that's without saying. Raw got the better. I think, like you said, you were talking about earlier, the SmackDown 6. I mean, especially if they keep Tiffany on SmackDown, I mean, they have like 6 to 7 like top women on SmackDown, and I think the SmackDown women's division will be fine. Raw, we'll see what happens. I think they have they move some people back down and Lyra called up. I mean, I don't know what their plans are for the people that are already there, like Natalya or Zoe or Shayna, Carter and Chance. I mean, I don't know if they're just strictly tag teams at this point or they actually see them somewhere else, but we'll see what happens. But SmackDown's women's division, I thought women's division was better before the draft, and I think it got even better after the draft. So, I mean, it's pretty stacked.
Yeah, I mean, on Raw, it's SmackDown definitely got the better of the women's division. I don't really think there's much to debate there. Raw still does have Becky Lynch, obviously, as champion.
It was better before the draft, too, so I don't think they really would change that much. But, I don't know, like I said, I just think it's pretty stacked.
Yeah, no, it definitely is stacked. At least for Raw, SmackDown has the better women's division, bar none. But on Raw, they do have Becky as champion. The Liv thing still kind of simmering. Rhea Ripley, when she comes back, will obviously be on Raw. So those are your top 3 stars right there. They got rid of Nia. I didn't mention, I forgot about Nia. Nia got drafted to SmackDown, which I think was a necessary move. She has already feuded with Rhea and Becky, so that was a good move to make. So you have those 3. Lyra's now on Raw. Kiana James, we'll see how much of an impact she makes. Might not be all that big, and they have a lot of random-ass tag teams they're probably not going to do shit with, so it's kind of more about the top of the card. We'll see what they can do with those women. I would love to see, like, Kaylee Ray and Becky rip it up, but Kaylee Ray I think they've pretty much given up on. But we'll see. We'll see what they do coming out of this draft. Now, these rosters do not go into effect until Monday, so like I said earlier, they might do the trades or whatever between now and then. That was teased by WrestleVotes. Tiffany would be a nice trade to Raw. I think they could use her on Monday nights. They already have a lot of star power, but specifically on the men's side, as you said, SmackDown is the better women's roster. So putting Tiffany on Raw would make more sense. I don't think that's going to happen, though, because I just feel like they're doing the triple threat for a reason with Bayley, Tiffany, and Naomi. If Tiffany was just going to go to Raw, I feel like they would have just done Bayley and Tiffany one-on-one, have Tiffany lose, and then trade her, but they're not doing that, so I don't know. I guess we'll see what they do. They might not do any trades at all, but that was the talk.